fans clad in orange and blue are more than ready for this one. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and when you've got a team that makes it into the top 25, now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Demon Deacons will kick it away to start us off. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Illinois' offense will get the first swing of the game. And here comes this quarterback. This entire offense is built around him. He is the engine of the entire team.
I mean, he's the leader. He's the alpha. Everybody looks towards him. He's been doing it all year long. Everybody believes in this young man. Big opportunity, big stage.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chance, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Still running at the 40. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
Got it in the middle with Santos.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. They're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. They keep attacking through the air. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Pressure coming. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
So the Wake Demon Deacons offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pound.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. This play will be a big indication of whether this drive goes anywhere on 2nd and long from the 11. He's looking to throw. He makes the catch. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one. This offense has a second down play. Leaves it with the running back. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Finds his big tight end. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. And the Demon Deacons with the 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. It's complete on the right side.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. A 1st down run in the red zone. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. The Demon Deacons racing to the line in the hurry-up. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wake! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Illinois offense returns to the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Ball in the air, intercepted. Bringing it back. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. 1st down for this offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The #1 job is to protect their quarterback. And they did not.
They did not. But my #1 job as a defensive lineman is to attack your quarterback and get him on the ground.
Oh, picked off. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
And he picked up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to get behind the defense. Touchdown Illini! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. Love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
Oh, he's going to go for the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff is...
Afterburners coming. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to go up top on first down. He finds his man.
Well, I tell you what, when you drop back and you know you got that slot work in the middle of the field and you know how fast he is, you just wait for him to come open, throw that strike, and you know he'll take care of the rest. Nice throw, nice catch.
Throws to the wideout. He makes a grab. They will score. Touchdown, Wake Forest. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And everybody knows when you're running that play action, that fake has to be great. Everybody has to bite it for it really to work. Defense didn't bite it, didn't bite the bait, and then after the quarterback got him on the ground.
Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Coming after, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. That is just what the doctor ordered for any offense. Get a fumble recovery, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Demon Deacons.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. The Illinois offense returns to the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Running back searching for a hole. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive.
He's loose down the middle. finding Illini. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're...
It's complete. A huge pickup. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He'll come out throwing on first down. He looks that one in nicely. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
They're going to throw it again. Feeling some heat. Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he intercepts it. Taking it the other way. He's at the 10. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but... turn to give the offense tremendous field position. And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a 1st and goal. Motion from the offense. Wide receiver's going to get a shot at it on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Illinois! Boy, we've got offenses just flat getting it done. I wonder how the defenses are going to counter all of this firepower.
They are too. They're wondering how they're going to counter this. Offenses, you've seen the explosion. It's so hard, so much speed, and such effort like that. Offenses just, they got the upper hand.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. The give to the right. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Gets it out fast. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Complete out of the backfield. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. And the Demon Deacons are on the move. Quick strike complete. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there, incomplete.
That's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. The longer they wait and get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Going up top on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Wake.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to.
And they're on top by 7. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. But he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Looks as if Illinois will have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Got him. Got a lot of room to the right. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll... Touchdown, Illini! All even up after that one. Basically a brand new game.
And with a tie, guess what? Back to the offense. Back to the offense. Which defense can get a stop? These offenses have been humming.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing, too, because they're playing with a sense of urgency, David. They know they've got to go score a touchdown every time they take the field.
It's like a tennis match. You're just trying to break serve at some point, just back and forth. Both offenses having a lot of success in this football game.
And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They'll try to get the first through the air. Makes the catch on the left. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. You could break this down a lot of ways, but on that play, the quarterback just believed his guy was better than the defense.
And he was really right. And anytime you get pressed man where that corner on the outside is all the way up on the line of scrimmage, trying to get hands on that wide receiver. If I win right away, oh, man, you can make a big play on the outside, and he makes a big play for his quarterback.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Back to the air one more time. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On second down, they'll take to the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Quarterback will audible. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Never a doubt. And guys, the field goal. Now they have the lead. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he's going to run it back. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and match.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Intercepted. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. On first down, here comes this offense. He wants to throw. Getting some heat. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll let it fly. Time to take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up. The Demon Deacons in the hurry-up. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Trying to get to it. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. Fires to the middle. And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over.
That is just a play you have got to be able to remember. They don't get bigger than that. Fourth down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that.
Turns it on down the left side. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Fighting Illini.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He uncorks one deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. And here comes the offense on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. A strike downfield. Can anyone catch him? And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Wake Forest.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close it in style with a 72-yard pass to the house. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack.
Going for it all. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. right down the gut of the field. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away. To the end zone. Touchdown, Illinois.
What great execution by this offense. It looked like you were about to go into the half trailing. Now, with this answer, this scoring drive, you got the lead, you got the momentum, taking it into halftime. Nice job by this offense executing that last drive.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Illinois has it teed up, ready to start the second half. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also...
And that pressure just engulfed. And sack for this defense.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
They're working that left side. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. The Illinois offense returns to the field, looking for a productive play on 1st down. Wide receiver shows motion. Off the play fake on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Lets it fly deep downfield. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown Illini.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. They think there's room to run to the right here. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They give it to him again. Hits that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the time.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. Talk about aggressive or wacky. This head coach is keeping his offense on the field inside his own 30. Finds him out of the backfield. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. And the Demon Deacons come to the line with a new set of downs. to the air on first down. Working that left side now. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And this is really the story of the game. This offense has no chance in the passing game because they cannot protect the quarterback. All game long, he's been under duress. You've got to give the defense time to play.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And thank goodness for those new age throwing techniques. It takes wear and tear off your arm because it ought to be tired by now, over 450.
This guy can throw from all the different arm slots and arm angles he wants, Reese, but the end result is always the same. Completions and touchdowns.
Brings up second down.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The give to the tailback. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. First down here for the offense. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Still on his feet at the 45. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Illinois lining up quickly.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there, make the tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their...
Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Illinois puts it in play from the red zone. They'll throw it on first down. Makes the catch. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this D-Gate showdown. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Pulls it, fires complete. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Second down coming up. Quickly complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. He's looking to throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Brings up second down.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to throw it again. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Well, the upside is you could get a first down. The downside is you could blow the game going for it inside your own 30. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. Well, this is just the type of field. Offense wants.
Get set, get set.
On the move, it's Santos. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Keep it on the ground. An attitude run as he's dragged down after a pickup of 6 down to the 14.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Bully ball on third and short. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Looking to throw, it's Mung. Got it! And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Pushes ahead. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. They'll go jumbo package, 3 tight ends set on third and goal. Trying to surge it in. Touchdown, Illinois! And the pummeling has started. Up and over, Yamo be there into the end zone.
And you don't want to leave your feet very often in football, but this is one of those areas where you do. In the Near the goal line, you smell it. A lot of bodies in front of you. Just get up, get over top of them, get that touchdown.
From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. That's the end of the quarter, and Illinois has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on, and they get to the quarterback. The drive on down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up. Run it. Do something. You can't take a sack on fourth down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for him.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Leaves it with the back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
He breaks a tackle. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown Illini. And the route is on. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
When you've got a losing skid, there's nothing like some good old home cooking. They came back home, and they have played an outstanding game. And let's give this crowd a helmet sticker. They've been so loud. You know they've impacted this game, and that's the beauty of college football, helping their team get back in the game.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. He's got his man. He's brought down solid. Pick up but a little bit short of the first down. The Demon Deacons want to pick up the tempo.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer.
And he throws another interception, his third of the night. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
The offense set for a first down play. They'll start this drive with a pass. Finds his man.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Fires to the tight end. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. They'll throw it on first down. He unleashes a long one. And he reels it in inside the 30. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Snags it. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the Demon Deacons have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Demon Deacons.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
To throw, it's Mung. Quickly out to the tight end. Smashes through the tackle. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down.
29 Philly.
They want that clock to run. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Pulls it and fires to the left. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this...
Touchdown, Illinois! And the stomping has commenced.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had them